And Purim 1972 was Tafshin Lamed Beis, which is 5732. It was a month before the Rebbe's 70th birthday. And listen to this, the Rebbe is interesting. The Rebbe, I hate to say this word, but the Rebbe is quite greedy. What's greedy? It's not a nice word to use, but you'll understand what I'm saying. The Rebbe is never satisfied, and that's appropriate when it comes to Ruchnis. He's never satisfied with spirit, with a person's spiritual activity. The Rebbe always wants more. The Rebbe even actually once showed there was an artist, Yaakov Agam. Ever heard of Yaakov Agam?
Israeli,
yeah. So he designed the menorah that's now the big menorah in Manhattan. So he once came to the Rebbe, when he came to the Rebbe at that time with the menorah, a small model. And the Rebbe encourages him to do more things, and the Rebbe smiles to him and shows him some video. And the Rebbe raises his hand and he says, "My nature is they give me a finger and I ask for a hand." You know what I mean? That's it. The Rebbe wants it. So listen to this. The Rebbe, a month before his birthday, he's talking already about the gifts. He's asking for gifts. Listen to this. The Rebbe knows, in America, by the way, years ago especially, they used to think they can get away with charity. Give money and that's it, and you live your life. And that's one of the, charity is very great. There's nothing greater than charity. But at the same time, when a person thinks that he gets away with charity, so that's the American, there's even a slang, they say, I forgot it, but there's, whatever. So the Rebbe says, by this Fabrengen, the Rebbe says, being that we're approaching Yud Alef Nissim, it's quite shocking how the Rebbe talks about his upcoming birthday. And I want to bavor, and I want to make sure that people understand that besides the gifts that they will give, which are involved with charity, what I'm really looking for is gifts that are involved with Torah. Straight out forward. The Rebbe says he wants, the Rebbe was pounding, and he even connected, he says, God forbid, I'll never withhold blessing from a Jew. And the Rebbe says, even though my form of blessing that I give is just that I'm a channel, in a humble way, he was saying, it's nichnas mizeh v'yetze b'zeh, it enters, it's a channel, I'm just a channel. But he says, but nevertheless, blessing should be connected. When a person asks for a blessing, he should connect it to an extra study in Torah. So the Rebbe is a very demanding Rebbe, by the way. He makes people feel guilty.
I know.
I want to tell you that. One thing I can tell you, the Rebbe makes people feel guilty. And
I know where you go from.
he always calls me, he always walks in, he sees me, he says,
I feel guilty.
Guilty, I make him feel guilty. That's my job. L'chaim, l'chaim. We should be zeicher, we should merit that this Yud Alef Nissim, we shouldn't get all the influence from the Rebbe in all these many beautiful ways. We need face to face, shining face. We need Mashiach now. L'chaim is a simple word. We need to see the Rebbe reveal himself. And Yud Alef, by the way, you should know, it says in the Gemara, the famous statement, "B'Nissan nidalu, u'b'Nissan asidin le'igol." In Nissan we were redeemed, and in Nissan we will be redeemed. So 12 days ago, we wanted Mashiach now. We would have to find an excuse in the month of Adar. How does it exactly happen and work that's going to be in Nissan? But now it's for sure no problem. And I want you to know, here, this Gemara is written in Rosh Hashanah, in the tractate, in the Masechta of Rosh Hashanah. On what page? On what page? On page Yud Alef. So it's no doubt that the Rebbe is obligated to bring the Geula on Yud Alef Nissan on his birthday, and that will be what's called Ani Hayom L'Ticha, Ani is Rosh Hashanah Yud Alef Nissan. It'll be the new the birth, so to say, this galus of the Rebbe Melech HaMashiach taken from Yad L'Chaim L'Chaim.